This is where I begin. From the ground up, brick by brick, I found my way. With every fence I build, I'm paving a new day.
Well, let me say this right off the top. If your fence company is struggling right now, it's probably not because of the economy, and it's not because of homeowners, and it's definitely not because people don't want fences anymore. Most fence companies are struggling because they're running their business the same way they did 10 or 15 years ago, and the world's moved on.
And that's exactly what we're talking about today.
Welcome to Fence Life, built different, the podcast for fence contractors, crews, and anyone who wants the real story behind fence building for a living.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Jamie.
On this show, we talk about what actually happens on job sites, pricing mistakes, nightmare soil, bad hires, tough customers, and the systems that separate struggling fence companies from profitable ones.
No fluff, no theory, just real fences, real lessons, and real business. This is Fence Life, built different.
Jamie, you talk to fence contractors every single day. Let's start here. When someone says business is slow, what's really going on?
Well, most of the time they're confusing busy with profitable, right? So I mean, they're working nonstop, they're exhausted, and they're still broke at the end of the month.
So they feel like they're struggling, but not from the outside. It looks like they're fully booked.
Exactly. Like trucks are moving, crews are working, the phone's ringing, emails are coming in, but the margins are trash. And when margins are bad, everything feels hard.
All right, let's break this down. What are the biggest reasons you see fence companies are struggling right now?
Honestly, there are 4 big ones. Number 1 would be pricing fear.
Like a fear of charging more?
Fear of charging what the job actually costs, right? Like a lot of fence guys are still pricing based on the competitors' charges, what everybody else is charging, or what they charged 5 years ago, or what feels fair, and that's just not the way the world works anymore.
So instead of charging what the business actually needs to survive, they're just throwing a price out?
Exactly. And when you underprice fences, you're not being nice, right? I mean, you're stealing from your future self. Well, we see it every day when we're pricing our own jobs. Everybody's trying to undercut us, and it's just really not good for the trade. It just really isn't.
And what's the second reason fence companies aren't as profitable as they'd like to be?
Well, honestly, it's because they don't have a system, right? Everybody's got a system, including, the big box stores, McDonald's, that sort of thing. Like all these bigger companies all follow a system, and everything lives in the owner's head.
So, like when you step away, everything falls apart?
Unfortunately, pretty much, yeah. Like every estimate, every decision, every problem, it all comes back to one person, right? So, I mean, that's not a business. That's a bottleneck.
Okay, and the third reason?
Third reason would be basically bad client control. Fence companies are letting homeowners run the job, and you can't do that. As a professional, when you're on the job site, you lead the way. You are in control, just like you were in control when you sold the job, in the first place. So you got to keep that control from the sale right through to the end of the job, and right to the day that you're done and you're collecting that check. I mean, it's your project. It's the homeowner's job, but really at the end of the day, it's your job. You control it from start to finish.
Okay, so things like scope creep, can you put my barbecue up here while your guys are on site? Are you able to move this rubbish out with the rest of the tear out? Last minute changes. Oh, I know we said the gate was here, but we want to move it over here now. And instead of a single gate, we want a double gate. We also want another gate in the back so that our neighbor can stop by with his dog and play in the afternoon. And all of these kind of unrealistic expectations are what you're talking about is the third thing?
Pretty much all of it. Like if you don't lead the project, the client will, and they're not qualified to do so, right?
And the fourth thing?
Well, the fourth one is they don't treat fencing like a real business, unfortunately. No brand, no standards, and no long-term thinking, right? I mean, they're just chasing the next job to survive another month, and that's a real no-no.
Okay, so let's flip it. If most are struggling, then why are some fence companies absolutely killing it right now?
Honestly, because they made hard decisions early.
Like,
Well, they stopped competing on price. They built their system. They trained their estimators. They set rules with clients, and they stopped apologizing for being a professional. Really,
so more discipline and less luck?
yeah. Every time the company's winning right now didn't wait for permission to level up.
Okay, well, this feels like a great place for a Fence Life reality check.
Here it is. If your fence company is struggling, ask yourself this: are you running a fence business, or are you just installing fences? That's like those are pretty key words there. Like really think hard about that
So that's not the same thing?
one. No, not even close, man.
Okay, well, let's make it practical. One thing that someone that's listening to us can do this week to stop some of the struggle.
Stop guessing your prices. Write down every cost, all your labor, all your materials, your fuel, your mistakes, warranty work, your own time. If your pricing doesn't cover all that and profit, it's wrong.
Well, that can get a little uncomfortable when you actually look at those numbers, but it's absolutely necessary.
Growth always wins.
So this is just the beginning. Every episode, we're going to break down what actually works in fencing and no sugarcoating this.
Exactly. Like if this episode hits home, share it with another fence contractor who needs to hear it.
And make sure you join our community, the Fence Life community.
It's because Fence Life isn't just a podcast, it's a standard, and we'll see you next week.
So I'm building fences to keep my dreams in, picking up the pieces. This is where